Why am I not finding my live feed? Okay, there we go. So, kind of like started with like an adventure on the server. Been trying to build something vanilla style with base building. We have a medium tent, we have a shelter, and we still have a few watchtowers. Well, we're gonna make 2 watchtowers rather. Facing into each other, it's the way to do it when you're building out in the middle of nowhere. But we have one thing that is missing from our base building thingy, and that's a saw. Also put up my assault vest because that way I have more stamina. Those plates are heavy. At least we can sprint for a while, so that's good. And we do need a new jacket. Because I got shot earlier. But I never found the shooter, so I got out of there. I did get some items on me. Not a crazy amount of importance to those items, but was NPC parts. And I did not want to lose them. Now, I don't know what my plan is at the moment, but I currently want to play on more vanilla servers. If it was a vanilla server with code lock, that would actually be perfect, because the combination lock is terrible and annoying. But yeah, what are you going to do about it? I have been thinking about starting my own server, but I have no clue about how modding works and things like that, you know. Not a clue. So the 2 most important items that I need at this point is a shovel or something to dig up a stash and a saw. That's primarily what I need. I'm gonna check Krona Castle to see if there's a train spawn. Because we might get lucky on that one. Never know if there's a saw in there. then again, I have no clue what spawns on the train. Now, I don't know how long this part of the live stream is gonna be, because when the server restarts I might just cut it off, you know. There's also a train spawn over there. At least I'm playing on the Northman. But I don't think they modified their train spawns, to be honest. Yeah, when it comes to like your own server, I do want some mods on there. Not a crazy amount, but a few. Code lock will be one of them. I've replaced the code lock from the combination lock spawns. Maybe a bit more base building storage. Like more options. No, not train. I think I'm gonna go to Krona Castle. I need a new jacket. Let's go over the bridge. That way we're not getting wet again. Ooh. Well, there was a train here at some point. Yeah. Once it despawns, there can be floating loot. E-mask. So somebody was in the neighborhood. Place and a coif. That's not what we want. Yeah, I don't know how long the stream is gonna last, to be honest. Depends on the server restart, and my stomach is feeling a bit odd for some reason. The base. I don't think we need more than 2 for that base. We're gonna build, and I already got combination lock. Because when you're building out in the woods, there's actually only like, maybe I'm seeing this wrong, but there's only like one option. Or the least secure thing that you can do is like build 2 watchtowers facing into each other. Yeah, we do not need a heli crash at this point. I don't know if he had a hammer. Let's take it. So, 2 watchtowers facing into each other, you make them at least 2 high. Okay, male leggings. You make them at least 2 high. And then you surround that watchtower with wall, like with fences. And that's not even a guarantee, like, it's only a 1-door raid, but better than... No, I just want to do it. If you're gonna think about, oh, that's gonna be too easy to raid, you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna have fun, you know. Because people can just jump into that and, like, go into your watchtower base thingy. The advantage that you have is that it's more hidden. Yes, somebody was definitely here, but we gathered that already. I never find anything good in the taverns and the pubs. I'm trying to I'm gonna try to release a guide for Dayz. I don't know how I'm gonna structure it just yet, but I have an idea what might work. Because I know a thing or two about Dayz. Still something. Even if it's 1 purification tablet. I'm gonna kill them. Because I need food. It's not that urgent. But something to take in consideration. Can survive a decent amount of time on that food. As soon as it starts blinking, that's when you start to get worried. Well, you have to start to get worried, you know. Eco does not have as many slots. CR. Badly damaged. Steam. I can use the ammunition. Have a glow stick. We do need gloves though. I think I passed pair just recently. I was still under the impression that I had them on because I usually do not take them off. It was NBC gloves that I saw. But that I had on, I mean. So the inventory update, I am not against it. Like, apparently people have been complaining. But you have ability to store items, so I don't get what the problem is. The stamina system, on the other hand, is something that I don't hate it, but I think it's sometimes overdoing it. Like, I understand that something like a plate carrier, you know, it has to weigh something. I completely agree with that, but I think it's sometimes the weight is too much. Let's leave this here. Yeah, you as a player have the ability to create. Yeah, I did not know what was going with that. About the stashes, I think, so... Reduced inventory is okay, but I do think that they could allow you to carry like an extra gun. Like on your backpack or something, like some of the modded items have. But I think the stamina system, like some weight needs to be reduced. But that might just be me, you know. Like there should be weight and everything to your character. I 100% agree with that. There we go. Come at me, infected. Ooh. I'm gonna lock her in there. No, you stay there. Okay, we got nails. We definitely need that. There's a good chance that I might just continue with the character from the last time, but more in the evening as there's more people online. But I usually wake up early and go to sleep early. That's kind of my schedule. Can opener is not really something we need. But water definitely is. But water in general is not that difficult to get on Cherno Livonia. So coal might be tricky. Because people still have not fully they don't know the map that well. But it's not that hard to find the new bumps. Aha. Now we have kind of an issue. Well, we can do it like this. Inventory management. It was just the wind. I thought I heard something. Ooh, we got a gift box. Well, we need food, and everything else is not needed. For some reason, this knife is not. They don't allow you to carry that. I don't know why that is. I know it's like more curved, but I don't think that knife fits on the. Well, obviously not in your boots and also not in your sheet. Compass. Let's be careful, otherwise we're gonna puke. No, do not throw it. Shovel is damaged. Pickaxe is badly damaged. This is a no-brainer. Yeah. Oh. There, strawberry jam is gone. Yeah, so now I'm gonna make my way over to my stash. And that stash has more nails and everything for us. Because if you're gonna build like a vanilla base out in the woods, your best method is to build two watchtowers facing into each other. At least too high so people cannot boost into it. Well, they can, to be honest, but it's not. They at least need to have, they need to use like a car or a combination of a few things. But we'll see what happens, you know. For like, the advantage we have is that we're hidden. That's the advantage that we do have. I'm saying hidden, but I'm live streaming, so. Then again, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, because my stomach is feeling a little bit upset. Okay, what is in here? Nothing too special. Yeah, anybody that stream snipes, I'm just gonna like kick and ban from the channel or whatever you can do. That's the one thing that I absolutely despise. Like, if I rarely watch live streams, to be honest. I'm more of a video kind of guy. But if I ever like go play on a server which I know somebody is live on, I'm just gonna close it. Okay. If we're gonna fish, we're lacking the room, to be honest. We have way too much ammunition and everything almost, but at least we're gonna kill everybody that comes our way. I'm gonna catch one fish though. Oh, let's go for two. Or let's go for none. We need a rope. I thought I had one. Apparently not. That's okay, we will find something. Either we find clothing to cut up, or we're gonna find something else. Okay, this was the base that I was stripping for nails. Let's see if anything has changed. No, doesn't look like it. Now to find my stash. It was somewhere around here. Yeah. Used to be able to do this though. Now you need to cut up down the entire tree. We got something. We got nails too, and a lot of sharpening stones too, to continue with what we want. I'm gonna sharpen this before it gets ruined. Okay, we have metal wire, we have pliers. We have a decent amount of nails. We do need the metal wire though. Oh, let's leave the good. There. Just in case we need to drop it, we have the most important things on us. But I might bring things closer to where I want to build, because I'm gonna need food sooner or later, and we have no rope. So that's an issue. Yeah, I brought my fishing hook, but not my rope. Okay. I can use the metal wire to catch something, but that's gonna take for like too long. And that's a heli in the distance, but not going for that. Maybe we will quickly check out Moschino lumber mill for a rope or something, or maybe even a fishing rod. Because we are close. Yeah, we are close to Moschino lumber mill. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that here for now, because I'm pretty sure I know where the spot is. Okay. No convoy, I think. There was a convoy here at some point. The infected are here, but there are no vehicles, which is weird. This is also not the first time this has happened. I'm gonna kill them. They might have food or something. I think the vehicle despawned. I think that's what the vehicles despawned. I think that's what happened. Maybe the infected do not despawn. But that, I don't know. Dayz does have bugs though. But even with all the flaws, Dayz, well, I like the game. Obviously I would not play it as much. I don't know if I want the bright yellow jacket. It's a good installation though. that kind of jacket, but it's yeah, it's bright yellow. Like, need to somewhat keep a low profile, because I do not have any armor except my helmet. Because yeah, the assault vest is really not good for taking shots. Well, as you can see, there's nothing protective about that whatsoever. But it's not as heavy as armor, and it can be expanded with a butt pack. So it's more like an item for if you wanna go on the loot run. But most modded servers place this in the belt slot. Which is not bad, to be honest. I like that change. But those servers you do not have to worry about stamina. Yeah, we don't have a gas stove. You do not want... Well, I at least do not carry a gas canister around. If it's not attached to a lamp or a stove, and somebody shoots let's say it's in your backpack and somebody starts shooting on it, it can go boom. But even if a zombie hits you, I think. Duct tape. And we need tracks. Duct tape is badly damaged. Do we need anything that needs repairing? No. Aha, we got a rope. I should actually take the racks though. Let's go with this. Yeah, we still have there. Problem solved. Now for some clothing for my chest, my upper body. Oh, somebody has been farming here. So where would they take these planks? My guess would be the piano house, so I'm gonna check that. Maybe they built a gate on the top floor. More planks being harvested here. Unless they brought a car. Can I see mosquito tents from here? Like 300 meters. I can't see any infected moving. Or anything rather. Time to make me some gloves from hand wrapping before I eat with body hands. Where did that infected go? Just in time. Well, just in time. It's still, my boots are damaged, you know. They're not badly damaged, but I think I know what I'm gonna do. But I need a second rope. I can make a backpack out of that burlap sack and carry that to base. The shemag is not gonna give me enough though. I think this might give us 2. 4. Okay, that's a bit surprising. And we got the second rope. Okay, that's good. We still need a jacket though, but yeah, we're good so far. Because before I head back to base, I'm gonna catch like a few fishes. Where was the burlap sack? Was it in here? Yeah. think we can cross here without too much effort. Yeah. That's firewood. We want a long stick. So can my Sega be placed in here? Maybe no, I'm just gonna upgrade it then. Maybe then it will happen. We can maybe fit it in there. Yeah, that works. Again with the firewood. Daisy, what are you doing to me? I need the long stick again. Firewood again. Okay, this is what we need. Sometimes you just have to like get creative with things. Okay, we still have water that we can drink. It's purified and everything. This animation that they implement was nice. It would be even better if the ground moved or something, but yeah. But I'm accustomed to having like the same animation over and over again, so that's not the strength of Daisy. Because in my eyes, Daisy is proof that if your game has, like, there is something like substance, like there can have like a game can have like things like not as good graphics or maybe like lack of animations. Really, I have a thought. Let me guess, the next thing is gonna be valleys. Give me a fish, no valleys. Thank you, game. But now we're gonna need bait again. This is why the new thing, the jig, is better. No bait required. Okay, another one would be great, but we're probably not going to get more than 2. I still have not fished up a pair of wellies, so it would be extremely unfair if I do not get one pair at least. Oh no, well, can't complain about this then. Okay, I'm gonna toss you away. Kinda away. Okay. Cooking pot that I had on me. Okay, I can access the fish from here, so I think I'm gonna do this. That. I'm gonna grab the stick with me though. Okay, this is extremely risky because if I run into somebody, they're gonna shoot me. Well, of course they're not gonna do that, but I have no ways of protecting myself. But as you can see, our food is going down to yellow. And it's still a while before we get hungry, but I'm just gonna catch it now. Because there might be a stream or a pond or something close to where I want to build, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to pick out one server. Currently in the mood more for vanilla. Even then, I stay... Well, no. I wanted to say was like... I'm currently in the mood for vanilla. Like, if I went to on a server like the lab, for example. The lab is... I like the lab for what it is. Like a decent amount of players online. So I can easily like stream and have things going on, everything. But if you're like my schedule when it comes to like sleeping and everything and waking up, it's like I usually play like a couple of hours in the morning. Well, at least now I'm still on vacation. Then I go do what I need to do and I'll come back, you know. But that's when I'm off. That's when I'm off. Now, next Monday I need to start working again, which I'm gonna have less time to stream and upload and everything like that, you know. But I do think that the Dayz community is pretty good when it comes to like... Well, at least I think it's had a decent community going for it. I do not get involved on Discord that much though, so I don't know if there are like people on their Discord that are always complaining and moaning. But I think every sort of community has those players. There are issues with Dayz, but I rather want to focus on the positive, even though if there are issues, they still need to be addressed. But if you constantly keep talking about it, it's not fun, you know. It's not fun. That's when I stream, and not that I have like a big audience to this, but I kind of like avoid politics when it comes to like this channel, because it always gets heated. You never get people that view things from your perspective and blah blah blah, stuff like that. That's why I'm saying no to politicking. I want to translate this in English, but I struggle. Like, no discussions about politics. It sucks the fun out of everything. Because politics are not a fun discussion. At least a lot of people make it not fun. But let's see if we can at least get our watchtower built up to too high. And we will see how long this lasts, because Cherno has run out of secret spots to build. Everything like Sakal has a few spots left, like for sure. Like the map is not that old yet. Alavonia might have one or two spots that are like not known, like good spots to build in. And I'm talking about vanilla. Like vanilla plus, or like with other base building mods and everything, that's a completely different story. Even though I discovered I did discover a building spot like in the center of Cherno that I think has not been discovered as long as I played there. That wasn't official though. Yeah. Well, it was not a base, it was more like a shelter site. Because I think I'm gonna build up and then gonna close the stream, because my stomach is pretty damn... It's annoying. It's starting to get annoying. I think our spot is coming up. I do need more sticks though. And when we're at the base location, we need a long stick so we can create a cooking stand. It's probably not that far anymore. Yeah, I see the tree. So we are at our spot. But first things first, we need a long stick again. You can do something with vanilla based building. It's not something that's gonna last long, but you can do something with it. Okay, we did pick up, yeah, matches. Okay, so there, there. Oh no, that's not what we want. Yeah, ignite. It's cozy though. What? It's cozy here. Well, I like it. Shelter sites, when created from sticks, are underrated though. Come on, fish, cook. Or like boil, rather. There. We should be good for food while building this thing. Always think ahead in Daisy. Like, I could have come here and started building everything. But then I would have no food and I would have to, like, run and... Well, there's also a possibility of dying. At least when you're playing vanilla. Most other servers you die to, well, at least I died to other players. Takes a lot longer than I remembered to boil the fish. Yeah, that. Yeah, and do not eat them while they're hot, because you're gonna just start losing health. I don't know if you can actually die from it. I think the animation stops your character from eating, if I remember. But I know from normals that it's not a good idea to eat while it's hot. Okay. Let's place a few things in here. We can destroy this. No longer needed. Okay, I think I'm gonna vary my plate again. Just some extra protection. Yeah, the fire is hurting me. We have some decent stuff here. Let's place as much stuff as we can in our storage. With the medium tent you can't access it from all angles. So let's place this here. Oh yeah, we need a fence kit. Because our watchtower needs an entrance. Where am I going to put it? I think here might be good. Yeah. And now we need our hatchet, which is the tent again. I'm gonna die in a minute. Can I bury this? Yeah. Let's do that before we get killed by the fire. Because it would not surprise me in the least if I die like that. Okay. No, our hatchet wasn't here. Yeah. So we need 2 more logs. We definitely have enough wood here. One log, come on. Second one. Now we just pick it up. Build base. I thought I was digging up worms. And now we need planks. So is there not enough room? Yeah, there is. Or saw, that's what we need. Now we need to start collecting planks, which is gonna take a while. I'm currently not in the mood to deforest that much, because that will give our location away that much easier. If players see this, like these trees falling down everywhere, that's gonna give your position away. We already did that with chopping down blocks over there, but that's still a tiny amount compared to everything else that we will be chopping down if we just keep collecting. If you like chop down one log from a tree, it will never fall down. At least there might be a few ones that do that. I think they're rotten or something. Let's try to be safe and smart about this. Oh yeah, before I forget. I think this one is safe to chop down. Yeah. Because we need 4 more blocks if we want to make a second floor. And I do not want to go fetch them like over there. Okay, let's bring this back to base. As you can see, we're gonna need a lot. I'm gonna bring these back already, one by one, to make the second floor of the watchtower. I need 8 actually, because there are 2 of them. Well, certain servers make this a lot easier though. Then carry them back one by one. Then walk past them. No, never mind. I wonder if I can place the medium tent inside of the watchtower, like under it. Let's take a break, eat some fish, and then we're gonna collect more. Well, this is gonna take a while. I think people can maybe see what's going on when I do when I base build. This one might fall down. Oh no. Oh, that's good. Sometimes you have the smaller ones or the ones that look rotten that fall down after collecting one log. Yeah, let's build up what we got already. So we have a hammer, might as well use it. And that's one wall done. And that's one part of our box finished. Well, almost. We're working on the final part. Now we need to start making this side, well, building this side up. Yeah, I thought we had a sharpening stone in here. Yep. That is definitely something that we do not want to get, well, go to waste. Or stones. Infinity stones. Well, I wish. I wish I had those. Sadly, I do not. Need 8. Santa just came in, but I'm busy, mister. Not ready to handle a visit from you. Let's put it that way. You still need a new jacket, though. Yeah, I'm careful not to ruin the saw, because it's the only one we got. Then with the hatchet. Yeah, it's taking a longer time compared to other servers, but yeah. We will get the job done. Let's grab our hammer. One thing, if you want to build something like this, remember like to have like enough nails ready to go. I think we might have enough. We might, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But if we only like, we can for now just make the second floor out of frames only. Well, if we need to. No, we don't need planks there, because that's our entrance. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, that's our floor done. Need stairs. Hmm. I think we might need more planks to build the floor up. Yeah. We probably do. What we can do now is we can place make a second floor here already. That's why I was saving these logs. So, do I need a hatchet? Yeah. Second floor is hatchet, not shovel. There. And now, of course, as you guessed it, we need more planks to continue this. Should probably have made a title like "How does a 8,000-hour player build a base on vanilla?" or something. That's what I wanted. We have to, yeah, the fence is what we want. Okay. We have no more nails in here, but there should be in the stand. We still have a few boxes left. Yeah, we have our wire, but not our wires. Yeah, we need another stone. We still have a box here. And there goes our hammer. Gonna make another fire. I do not want to get sick. Because this patch, like a lung infection can be deadly. If it evolves into that, like it starts with a cold. And I have multivitamins only, but still. There. Let's take a break from the work we just done. And just this, like, when you're playing Dayz and you just are doing this, it just feels right, you know? Now, if somebody comes up to this, like, we're basically like gonna die. But you should not be afraid of that in Dayz. Everybody dies. Every YouTuber, every streamer, every guy that makes content for Dayz has died at some point. And if you ever come across a guy that tells you that he has not died, or rarely dies, he's probably lying. Like, you can... There is a method that allows you to survive for longer, but it's a boring method, like avoiding most gunfights, for example. Will make sure that you stay alive for longer, of course. My playstyle certainly has evolved from like way before. Like, I usually went after gunfights if I had like a decent gun, like a rifle on me. But now I just go for it, if I can. Sometimes it's difficult for me to determine where the gunshots are coming from. But the distance and stuff like that, at least. Yeah, I think our heat buff is as high up as it will go. Okay, we did have our pliers on us, right? Yeah, let's make our gate. Otherwise we can just jump out if needed, but that would suck. And this is basically how you build. Well, there's more ways than this, but this is the the most secure-ish one on a vanilla style server. We have our gate. This is our way in and out. I'll build the combination lock I'm gonna place on a bit later. Yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. Yeah, looking good. We just need a second floor here on the other side. Yeah, never mind. I was in the right. Let's place these here. I'm gonna gather more logs. I think these are good to take. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid placing another set of stairs. So I'm gonna try to see if the medium tent fits in there. We might have enough space to fit it in there, but vanilla is kinda like difficult about that. Okay, didn't I chop down 4? Am I missing something? Oh, this works too. No, not dismantle, you need to build. Yeah, there we go. Hatchet can pretty much do anything. It's a universal tool in Daisy. It can even be used up to dig bait, the fish. Hatchet is your best friend. The only thing it can do, I think, is turn metal, like barbed wire, into metal wire. I think that's the only thing. And we probably have to gather like a decent amount of camo netting in order to keep this hidden for as long as possible. But if somebody uses the edge of the map to travel, they're gonna notice this like right away, straight away. Even then, this is like pretty safe-ish. Safer than building in the woods in the center of the map or something. But that would be more manageable if they just did something different with base building in vanilla. Like, it's too easy to raid, you know. It's not even raiding when it comes to like gathering like explosives and ammunition. It's just your ability to jump in to somebody's base, but no, rather easily. That's why I'm building the structure like too high, watchtower. So somebody can't really jump in that quickly. But it can happen. And we were placing planks on this side. I'm just gonna build the frames up for now. And if somebody wants to join, they can. I have no problem teaming up with players, but like skill level does not matter to me. What matters is your attitude and personality, you know. I do skill level does not matter, but it's like but if you constantly have to babysit someone, that's not fun, you know. Nobody likes to do that. There. Let's do an inventory check. Nails are good. But how many sharpening stones do we got left? Not a lot. I think this might be our last one. Yeah, so we're gonna have to build frames for now. But at least it's secure then. I wanted to chop down a tree with my Vega. Well, technically you can chop a tree down with a Vega in real life, but not in Dayz. I might be able to finish this completely, this build, but it depends on how my tools are shaped like when the sharpening stone is used up. Because the hammer that we had for building is also ruined, so we can't rely on that anymore. Yeah, this, if you want to build something like this will take up a lot of resources to do. Make sure that you are stacked up on nails and sharpening stones. There were still nails here. Somebody is messaging me, but... I will watch later. Let's build lower first, then we will see. Takes up 5 planks to build yeah, okay. How many do we have here? 4. That's not gonna cut it. Our saw is already badly damaged. This might be our last sharpening of the saw. Still we got 1 use out of the sharpening stone, which is probably gonna go to our hatchet. Plus we still need to be able to build. Okay, those are walls. They better not be. Oh, fucking. That's not good. That's not good at all. And that was pretty close. I'm gonna try to finish the lower walls and then I'm gonna scout what's going on. I think nighttime is gonna save me. What do I need more planks to build the roof, or yeah, I think so. At least we are secure here, unless he finds it. I think we're good. Yeah, let's move down a bit. Not too far, because we can't really see anymore. So I think I'm gonna cut the stream here, because you guys are not gonna be able to see anything anyway. So thank you for watching, and oh, maybe this turns out okay, maybe it doesn't, we will see. And take care. Love you, bye.